Hello, welcome back guys to another video. This time I'm gonna be talking about so what's happened to Liverpool recently. They've not been playing really good. So the team I'm wearing right now has not been playing good. And yeah, I'm very disappointed in Liverpool because the performance they've been playing right now is just absolutely terrible. So yeah, so let's get right into it. Alright, so Liverpool, yeah, they're a really good team. Like really good. Because they went on the summer transfer window. They they bought every player for good position and yeah. So so they signed Milos Kerkez from Bournemouth for 46 million euros because they need a new left back. They also signed Jeremy Frimpong from Bayer Leverkusen for 35 million euros. Yeah, of course they needed new both left backs and right backs. They also signed Giovanni Leoni from Parma for 35 million euros. They also signed Hugo Ekitike. Yeah, that might be a very underrated signing. I really he's my favorite Liverpool player. They signed for 80 million euros plus 15 on add-ons, so a total of 95 million euros. And also they also signed Florian Wirtz, the massive one, for 125 million euros from Bayer Leverkusen. And they signed Ekitike from Frankfurt. And on deadline day, they signed Alexander Isak for 125 million euros. What a record! The record Premier League transfer fee, 125 million euros. So, Liverpool, their big sales were Luis Diaz to Bayern Munich for 75 million euros, Gerald Kwanzaa to Bayer Leverkusen for 40 million euros, I think. No, I don't know. Gerald Kwanzaa to Bayer Leverkusen. Wills. I kind of forgot, but Liverpool did sell a bunch of players. That was sold Darwin Nunez to Al Hilal, and yeah, R.I.P. Jota, because yeah, he died and they needed new strikers. So yeah, in my opinion, I think Liverpool did not need to sign Isak. I think they needed to sign Ekitike. I think they needed to keep Ekitike. Ekitike got disrespected. I think they needed Mark Guehi more. In fact, the deal got completed, but it got collapsed because I don't know why. So yeah, so Liverpool, yeah. So they've been scoring lots of late minute winners in the Premier League. So Liverpool scored a late minute winner in the opening match against Bournemouth, 2-2, and yeah, Chiesa scored the winner, and Salah sealed it for Liverpool. And then as Newcastle, yeah, they choked another 2-0 lead. And then the young teenager Rio Nkuma scored to 3-2. What a game that was! And don't forget, in the game before on deadline day, they beat Arsenal 1-0 thanks to a Szoboszlai spectacular free kick. What a free kick that was, man! And yet they signed Alexander Isak on the same day. Wow. So yeah, then they scored another late minute winner against Burnley thanks to a Mohamed Salah penalty. This jersey was worn in the match. So what else? And then in the Champions League, they beat Atletico Madrid 3-2. Late goals. They were late goals FC for a couple of weeks, but then just everything collapsed. I don't know why. So yeah, thanks to Van Dijk scoring the last minute winner. The goals were scored from Mohamed Salah by Hioff and Andrew Robertson off a free kick. Salah scored again, and then Marcos Llorente. This guy actually really good. He always scores against Liverpool, and he scored twice again, just like in 2019 against Liverpool. So yeah, and then they beat Everton in the Merseyside derby 2-1. And yeah, they didn't score a late minute winner in that game as well. So, but then here's when it starts to collapse. In the Carabao Cup, yeah, they beat Southampton 2-1. Isak scored his first goal for Liverpool. But here's when it starts to collapse. In the game against Crystal Palace, first Crystal Palace scored Ismail Assar, the man who hunted Liverpool back in 2019 with Watford where they won 3-0. Ismail Assar scores again against Liverpool, and then 87th minute, Federico Chiesa scores another late minute equalizer. Wow. So at this point in the game, it could have been 1-1, but the ref added like 10 minutes of stoppage time for some reason. I don't know why. And yeah, and then Crystal Palace scored in Ketia, late minute winner. Liverpool had a taste of their own medicine. But then they lost in the Champions League. They lost like Galatasaray 1-0 thanks to a penalty from Victor Osimhen. And yeah, Liverpool did not play well in those past games. Then they go to Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Well, Caicedo's scored what did it go? Caicedo's goal was low-key really, it was pure class by Caicedo. What a finish by the Ecuadorian. And then yeah, Gakpo came back 1-1. But then Estevao, Cucurella, what a pass by Cucurella to pass it to Estevao. Estevao goal 2-1. What a finish that was by Estevao. And yet they lost 3 in a row. But here's when the big thing comes. They lost to Manchester United. So they lost to Man United, which is really bad. Man United are so bad. And now they're good, but at like the start of the season, they were really bad. They lost to like a 4th division team, an amateur team, Grimsby Town. And then, yeah, so Liverpool started conceding first by a goal from Brian Mbeumo, second minute, Man United scored. And then, yeah, Gakpo again, he hit the post like so many times in that game. And he also scored, tied the game up to 1-1. And yeah, Harry Maguire, Mr. Clutch, scored a header in the 83rd minute thanks to a brilliant cross by Bruno Fernandes. It was in the air, and then he booted it with his right foot. That was a great cross, to be fair. So yeah, and also, who else? And that was it. 2-1. First time in 9 years. Man United beat Liverpool at Anfield. Crazy stuff, man. And although they beat Frankfurt 5-1, today they lost to Brentford 3-2. So I don't know what's going on, man, with Liverpool. So the goals were scored by Shad and Igor Thiago scored like 2 goals, I think. I don't remember. So yeah, so Brentford were currently 2-0 up, and then Milos Kerkez, the signing I previously mentioned in this video, scored to bring one back for Liverpool to make the game 2-1. So Liverpool, they could have come back, but instead they gave away. Van Dijk gave away a penalty, and yeah, and Igor Thiago scored his 2nd goal of the game to put the Bees up 3-1. And then Mo Salah scored. That was a pretty decent goal, to be fair, from his weak foot outside of his cleat. And then hit the top corner. That was a great finish. And yeah, Liverpool had the chance to score another late minute goal, but instead they lost 3-2. So I don't know what's going on with Liverpool. Like in the Premier League, 4 defeats in a row now. Dropped down to 5th. I don't know what's going on with Liverpool. But hopefully they can fix this during the November international break. And they can come back strongly in November. Because I'm really disappointed right now in Liverpool. So yeah, that's it for today's video. And yeah, and if you're excited for tomorrow's El Clasico, Visca Barça, hit the like button. So yeah, we'll see you for tomorrow, El Clasico.